Hey there, welcome to the AnyToSpeech podcast. We're here to help you improve your English accent. Today, we'll talk about why a clear accent is so important and give you some easy tips to practice.
That's right. We want to make sure you're understood easily, not just sound like a movie star. So, let's dive in.
First, let's talk about why a clear accent matters more than a perfect one. When you speak clearly, people can understand you better. This makes communication smoother and more enjoyable.
Exactly. A clear accent helps you connect with others and share your ideas. It's not about sounding exactly like a native speaker. It's about being understood.
For example, let's look at the word think. Some people might say it like sink. This can be confusing. The right way is think. Can you try it with me? Think.
Great job. Now let's try another one. Sometimes people say ship like sheep. This can also be confusing. The right way is ship. Can you say that with me? Ship.
Another common mistake is saying bath like batha. This can sound a bit off. The right way is bath. Let's practice. Bath.
Awesome. Now let's try a sentence. Say, I need to take a bath. First, say it slowly. Then say it a bit faster, but still clearly. I need to take a bath.
One more example. Sometimes people say car like car-a. This can make it hard to understand. The right way is car. Let's practice. Car.
Great. Now let's try a sentence. Say, I have a red car. First, say it slowly. Then say it a bit faster, but still clearly. I have a red car.
Remember, the goal is to be understood, not to sound perfect. Keep your personality and just make a few sounds clearer. This will help you communicate better.
Absolutely. Here's another example. Some people say cat like cat. This can be confusing. The right way is cat. Can you say that with me? Cat.
Now let's try a sentence. Say, the cat is black. First, say it slowly. Then say it a bit faster, but still clearly. The cat is black.
Excellent. Another common mistake is saying dog like dog. This can sound a bit off. The right way is dog. Let's practice. Dog.
You're doing great. One more example. Some people say house like house. This can make it hard to understand. The right way is house. Let's practice. House. Now let's try a sentence. Say, I live in a big house. First, say it slowly. Then say it a bit faster, but still clearly. I live in a big house.
Fantastic! Remember, the key is to speak clearly so people can understand you. Don't worry about sounding perfect. Just focus on making a few sounds clearer.
And keep your personality. Your accent is part of who you are. It's unique and interesting. Just make sure it's clear enough for others to understand.
Exactly! You can practice these sounds and sentences anytime. The more you practice, the better you'll get.
Before we wrap up, let's talk a bit about AnyToSpeech. You can use it to make your own podcast episodes with 2 AI voices. It's a great way to practice speaking and listening.
You can also turn any text into speech, translate images and audio into other languages, and practice your pronunciation and accent. It's all free at AnyToSpeech.com.
That's right. AnyToSpeech is a fantastic tool for language learners. You can use it to create your own practice sessions, listen to how things should sound, and even get feedback on your pronunciation.
And it's not just about speaking. You can also use it to improve your listening skills. Listening to different accents and voices can help you understand a variety of ways people speak English.
Absolutely. Speaking of listening, let's talk about some common sounds that can be tricky for non-native speakers. For example, the s sound. A lot of people have trouble with this one.
That's a great point. The th sound can be challenging because it doesn't exist in many languages. The right way to make it is to place your tongue between your teeth and blow out a little air. Let's try it together. Think.
Now, let's try it in a sentence. Say, I think it's going to rain today. First, say it slowly. Then say it a bit faster, but still clearly. I think it's going to rain today.
Excellent. Another tricky sound is the v sound. Some people say it like a W sound, which can be confusing. The right way is to place your top teeth on your bottom lip and vibrate your vocal cords. Let's practice. Very.
Now let's try it in a sentence. Say, I have a very important meeting today. First, say it slowly. Then say it a bit faster, but still clearly. I have a very important meeting today.
You're doing a great job. Another sound to watch out for is the L sound. Some people say it like an R sound, which can change the meaning of words. The right way is to place the tip of your tongue behind your top teeth. Let's practice. Light.
Now let's try it in a sentence. Say, the light is on. First, say it slowly. Then say it a bit faster, but still clearly. The light is on.
Amazing! Another common mistake is with the R sound. Some people don't roll their R enough, while others roll it too much. The right way is to keep your tongue relaxed and make a soft rolling sound. Let's practice. Car.
Now let's try it in a sentence. Say, the car is parked in the garage. First say it slowly, then say it a bit faster, but still clearly. The car is parked in the garage.
You're really getting the hang of it. Now let's talk about intonation. Intonation is the rise and fall of your voice when you speak. It can change the meaning of what you're saying.
Right. For example, when you're asking a question, your voice usually goes up at the end. Let's try it with the question, are you coming to the party? First say it with a rising intonation at the end. Are you coming to the party?
Perfect. When you're making a statement, your voice usually goes down at the end. Let's try it with the statement, I am going to the party. First, say it with a falling intonation at the end. I am going to the party.
Intonation is really important for making your speech sound natural. It helps convey your emotions and intentions more clearly.
Exactly. And another tip is to practice with a native speaker or a language partner. They can give you feedback and help you notice the differences in your pronunciation.
That's a great idea. You can also record yourself and listen back to it. This can help you hear what you sound like and identify areas for improvement.
And don't forget to use resources like AnyToSpeech. You can listen to different accents and practice your pronunciation in a safe and supportive environment.
Another tip is to watch English movies and TV shows. Pay attention to how the actors speak and try to mimic their pronunciation and intonation.
That's a fun way to practice. You can also read out loud from books or articles. This helps you get used to speaking in a natural rhythm.
Reading out loud is a fantastic way to improve your fluency and confidence. It also helps you learn new vocabulary and grammar structures.
And speaking of confidence, it's important to remember that making mistakes is part of the learning process. Don't be too hard on yourself. Every mistake is a step forward.
That's so true. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become. And the more comfortable you are, the more naturally you'll speak.
Absolutely. And don't forget to celebrate your progress. Every small improvement is a big win.
So, to sum up, focus on speaking clearly, practice tricky sounds, pay attention to intonation, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. You've got this.
And remember, AnyToSpeech is here to support you every step of the way. Use our tools to practice, listen, and improve your English accent.
You can even use AnyToSpeech to practice conversations. Just type in a dialogue and listen to how it sounds. It's a great way to get used to natural speech patterns.
That's a fantastic tip. You can also use it to practice different accents. Maybe you want to sound more American, British, or Australian. AnyToSpeech can help you with that.
Absolutely. And if you're preparing for a specific situation, like a job interview or a presentation, you can practice those scenarios too. Type out the questions you might be asked and your answers and listen to how it sounds.
That's so practical. It can really help you feel more prepared and confident. And speaking of confidence, let's talk about some common phrases that can help you sound more natural in everyday conversations.
Good idea. One common phrase is, I see what you mean. This shows that you understand and agree with the other person. Let's practice it. I see what you mean.
Great. Another one is, could you repeat that, please? This is a polite way to ask someone to say something again if you didn't catch it the first time. Let's practice. Could you repeat that, please?
Another useful phrase is, I'm not sure. This shows that you're unsure about something, which is perfectly fine. Let's practice. I'm not sure.
Excellent. And thank you for your help is a great way to show appreciation. Let's practice. Thank you for your help.
These phrases are really helpful for making your conversations smoother and more natural. You can use them in a variety of situations.
Definitely. And don't forget about idioms. Idioms are phrases that don't mean exactly what the words say. They're a big part of Actually Lewis conversation.
That's true. For example, break the ice means to start a conversation in a friendly way. Let's practice. Let's break the ice with a fun activity.
Another one is hit the nail on the head, which means to be exactly right about something. Let's practice. You hit the nail on the head with your answer.
And cost an arm and a leg means something is very expensive. Let's practice. This new laptop cost me an arm and a leg.
Great. Idioms can make your English sound more natural and colorful. Just remember to use them in the right context.
Another tip is to pay attention to word stress. In English, the stress on different syllables can change the meaning of a word. For example, present can mean a gift or to give a speech, depending on how you stress the syllables.
That's a great point. Let's practice with present. If you stress the first syllable, it means a gift. Present. If you stress the second syllable, it means to give a speech. Present.
Now, let's try it in a sentence. Say, she gave me a present. Then say, she will present the report. First, say it slowly, then say it a bit faster but still clearly.
Perfect. Another example is record. If you stress the first syllable, it means a piece of music. Record. If you stress the second syllable, it means to write something down. Record.
Now, let's try it in a sentence. Say, I bought a record. Then say, I will record the meeting. First, say it slowly, then say it a bit faster but still clearly.
You're doing great. Another important aspect of speaking clearly is linking words together. In natural speech, words often flow together, which can make it easier for others to understand you.
Right. For example, in the phrase, I am going, you might hear it as I'm going. Let's practice. I'm going to the store.
Another example is want to, which can sound like wanna. Let's practice. I want to go to the park.
And have to can sound like have to. Let's practice. I have to finish my homework.
Perfect! These little changes can make your speech sound more natural and fluid.
Another tip is to practice minimal pairs. Minimal pairs are words that sound very similar but have different meanings. For example, bit and bat, or ship and sheep.
Let's practice with bit and bat. Say, I took a bit of cake. Then say, I saw a bat flying. First, say it slowly, then say it a bit faster but still clearly.
Now let's try ship and sheep. Say, I saw a big ship. Then say, I saw a big sheep. First, say it slowly, then say it a bit faster but still clearly.
Great job! Minimal pairs are a great way to fine-tune your pronunciation and make sure you're being understood.
Another important aspect is the use of contractions. Contractions make your speech sound more natural and less formal. For example, do not becomes don't, and will not becomes won't.
Let's practice with some common contractions. Say, I don't know. Then say, she doesn't understand. First, say it slowly, then say it a bit faster but still clearly.
Now let's try I am becoming I'm. Say, I'm going to the store. Then say, I'm happy to help. First, say it slowly, then say it a bit faster but still clearly.
Fantastic! Another common contraction is he is becoming he's. Let's practice. He's a great friend. Then say, he's going to the gym. First, say it slowly, then say it a bit faster but still clearly.
And they are becoming there. Let's practice. They're going to the concert. Then say, they're excited about the trip. First, say it slowly, then say it a bit faster, but still clearly.
You're really getting the hang of it. Another tip is to pay attention to the rhythm of English. English is a stressed timed language, which means that the rhythm is based on the stressed syllables rather than the number of syllables.
For example, in the sentence, I want to go to the park, the stressed syllables are want, go, and park. Let's practice. I want to go to the park.
Another example is she needs to finish her homework. The stressed syllables are needs, finish, and homework. Let's practice. She needs to finish her homework.
Paying attention to rhythm can make your speech sound more natural and easier to understand.
Absolutely. And don't forget to practice your pronunciation regularly. Consistency is key to making progress.
You can set aside a little time each day to practice, whether it's in the morning, during your commute, or before bed. Even a few minutes a day can make a big difference.
And remember, the more you practice, the more confident you'll become. You'll start to notice improvements in your pronunciation and fluency.
Another fun way to practice is to join a language exchange group. You can find people who are learning your native language and practice together.
That's a great idea. You can help each other improve and make new friends along the way.
And if you're feeling adventurous, you can join online language communities or forums where you can practice speaking and writing in English.
These communities can be really supportive and provide lots of opportunities to practice and get feedback.
Another tip is to read aloud from a variety of sources. You can read news articles, books, or even scripts from your favorite TV shows.
This will help you get used to different styles of speaking and improve your fluency.
And don't forget to listen to podcasts and audiobooks. They're a great way to expose yourself to different accents and speaking styles.
You can also watch interviews, TED Talks, and other spoken content to improve your listening skills and get a feel for natural speech patterns.
All these resources will help you become more comfortable and confident in speaking English.
And remember, the goal is to communicate effectively, not to sound perfect. Your accent is a part of who you are, and it's what makes you unique.
Absolutely. So keep practicing, keep improving, and most importantly, have fun with it.
We'll be back with more tips and exercises in the next episode. In the meantime, keep listening, practicing, and enjoying your journey to better English pronunciation.
And don't forget to follow us on AnyToSpeech.com for more resources and updates. We can't wait to see your progress.
Thanks so much for joining us today. We hope you found these tips helpful.
We'll be back soon with more episodes to help you improve your English accent. Have a great day.